The Blue Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So NC State's offense will get the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wide open downfield. Racing to the right. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, NC State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Duke Blue Devils offense has the ball for the first time. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Cobb. Zings it complete to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And the Blue Devils come to the line to hurry up. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the RPO complete. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They'll try to pop the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
this defense work.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Looking to throw, it's Cobb. And they fail to hook up on third down. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the right. Oh, has a room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there now, 7-3 as they open this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Full wide outset, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man, it's Cobb. Catch in the middle, it's Chin. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. In man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but That thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Switch to the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air.
Catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Southern Miss put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Eagles in some time. Heck of a showing by the boys from Hattiesburg. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Looking downfield, it's Cobb. Quickly complete.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
He'll pull it on the read. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Leaves it with the back. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Under fire. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him. and influence this passing game.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He's got it overrun. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, it needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to...
He's trying to get in. And he'll take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. pushing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Dropping back, it's Cobb. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Off play action on first down. Swings it out to his running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. A lot of urgency for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Davis.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Forced down in the pocket. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they are. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Baker. He's He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Back to pass on second down. Just a little off. Incomplete. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. They'll move the tight end. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They got it down to the 21. NC State at the line with a first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Across the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. On the option. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you. Over and over and over again. You got to pass those tests.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He's looking to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Wolfpack. A great catch at 1 for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Northern Illinois. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Cobb. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. And as he throws, and he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. They'll immediately
Defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get out.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this is blowout. See, this offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the return man is stopped, and now will leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Colin.
Wide open, he makes the catch. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. NC State going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Matt. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down. And he slides in safely. The offense in hurry-up mode. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They went for it all and pay off with the score.
And with great offensive execution, you talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They started this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence,
Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Four wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Ebby. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Blue Devils are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. Makes the grab, and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Find his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He wants to throw it again. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the air, it's Cobb. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Right down the boulevard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Turning it on! Sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Snow.
If you're going to attack and have success against man covers, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You can tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Fires to the wideout. Grabs in the middle. It's Cherry. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this area to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's inside, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Great job by the back on the option.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll run it from the gun. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cherry. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Trick 9B. Trick 9B. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on the defense.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll race it down. Touchdown, NC State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man. It's Hardy. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Buys a little time with his feet. Past the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Blue Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll ride his man on the option. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12.
Here we go, sack.
Back to pass. Under fire. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. He's got it and still on his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Good right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 18 to UMass. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. He'll pitch it. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some speed. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They'll ride the hot hand. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Heftiness coming out on the goal line.
Ready.
From the gun, he leaves it with the bat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they... And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David.